Okay, so in this video, you're going to see when I drove to Austin. So I live in Houston, drove a few hours to Austin to take my board certification test to become a women's health nurse practitioner. It was going to be a simple trip down to Austin to take this test, or so I thought. Did not work out exactly like I planned, but hey. Eventually, I did take my test, which you will see that in this video, and then you will also see my results. So, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jackie, or Nurse Jackie. If you are new to this channel, my name is Jackie, Nurse Jackie. I am a labor and delivery nurse. I've been a labor and delivery nurse for about 8+ years now. And I recently just graduated with my master's in nursing from Kent State University. I'll start working as a women's health nurse practitioner very soon. This channel, I just talk about different things that happen in the labor and delivery world, my journey to becoming a nurse practitioner, some of the things I learned in clinicals, and also, you know, I am a mom, I am a wife, so every once in a while you will see some things that have to do with my family life. But yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, with my channel, you will see a lot of labor and delivery, you will see a lot of women's health type content, and some of my family life. But that's it. So I do hope you appreciate the videos that I'm showing. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel and just get to know me. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific you want me to talk about concerning labor and delivery. But yeah, so I know you tuned into this video so you can see my results. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to start off in this video with me going down to Austin to take my test. All right, so here I am. It's the night before the test. I'm in a hotel in Austin, studying, going over material, doing some last minute, not really cramming, but refreshing. I studied for a couple of hours and then I called it quits. I didn't want to stay up too long. I wanted to make sure I was able to get some rest also. It's the morning before the test. I got up, spent some time with God, went and got a workout in, and now I am eating this great looking breakfast. Omelet with English muffin. Got my apple juice here and some coffee. After this, I'll do a little bit more studying, some test practice questions, and I'll go ace this test. So it is a few hours, like maybe 2 to 3 hours before my test. I am just going over some review questions in the hotel. And then once I'm done with this, I'm going to just relax my mind. Listen to some worship music, a sermon, just get into a peaceful mind state. Going over the Fitzgerald practice questions right now. And we are out, headed to the testing center to go take my test. And then drive back home to go be with my children and husband. So I just pulled up, crossing that building way over there, Suite 106, called Innovative Minds. I'm gonna go in there in a little bit less than an hour. Take my test. All right, so you just saw video of me going to Austin to take my test. I believe where we left off, I was outside of the testing center. So let me just update you. Well, let me let you know what happened. So I arrived to the testing center about an hour early, and maybe about 5 minutes before testing time, I found out that I was not going to be able to test that day. My heart dropped. I did try and go into the testing center about 30 minutes before because I saw other people lining up, and we were told it's not time yet. Go back to your cars, come back about 5 minutes before. So I did come back 5 minutes before testing time, and they told me that I could not test because one of their employees had a family emergency and had to leave, and the other, employee there did not feel like doing her job. No, I'm just playing. Did not feel like, I don't know, proctoring the test by herself. So yeah, it's not happy. It was not good. I tried calling the testing center with the people who I registered to take my test with. Like, I was literally there for maybe an hour and a half trying to figure out what to do because I needed to take that test. The information was fresh in my mind. I wanted to test before leaving for my trip. And after talking to several different people, basically they were kind of like, they have no way to prove that I'm at the testing center and that I just did not miss my appointment. Yeah. So anyways, after talking to them extensively, they said they had to wait for the employees at the testing center to let them know that there was an issue, that I did show up, and that it is the reason I did not take my test that day was not due to my own fault. So yeah. So then they told me when they got all this information, in about a week, I would be able to reschedule. Now, mind you, I'm leaving for a trip in about a week. So I needed to reschedule, take this test, hopefully all before I leave for my trip. So I was praying. I was like, God, please let this happen, because they were making it sound like it was not going to happen. But I was like, I need to take this test. I was like, I got to take this test. So with all that being said, I was able to take my test again before I left for my trip. So when you sign up to take your test, there's two options. You can go to a testing center, which is what I attempted to do by going to Austin, or you can do, I think they call it live proctoring. I don't know, you take it at home online, but you're being monitored the whole time. When I was in school, right before graduation, our professors advised us not to do it that way because it was very stressful. But after driving to Austin and being told I would not be able to take my test, I was very stressed out in that situation. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and take it at home. How bad could it be? It was not easy, but hey. So I'm going to let you keep watching this video so you can see, you know, what else happens. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, so what is today? Oh, today is June 19th. It's actually Father's Day. Just came back from church with my husband, celebrating him today, but I decided to take a few minutes to come upstairs and look at the results of my big test. So now let's go back to the beginning and get y'all all caught up. So last month, May, I graduated from Kent State University, my Women's Health Nurse Practitioner program. Yay. And I took 2 weeks to study for my boards to become board certified. So originally, I was supposed to test, let me see, what day was this? Originally, I was supposed to test May 31st. I was like, I'm going to graduate, take 2 weeks of study, test, and pass on the last day of May. So I registered, I studied, I drove to Austin. the night before. I woke up that morning to go take my test, went to the testing site, and I did not get to test. So I'm calm now, telling y'all the story, but that day I was not so calm. It took a lot in me to be patient, to not go off on anybody. There was some tears. There was a lot going on, but anyways, I came back home. Finally, after a couple of days, I was able to reschedule. And I think I actually took, so a big thing is I was trying to get my test done before I went on vacation. So I was taking a vacation for after graduation, and I was like, I do not want to be worried about the test during vacation. So I was leaving on June 8th. I think it was a Wednesday, and so I finally got scheduled to take the test Tuesday, June 7th. So that was stressful in itself. And then on June 7th, so originally I was supposed to take the test in Austin. When I had to reschedule, I decided to take the test in my home, like online, which that, I do not recommend that to anybody. That was so ghetto. Like, I had to scan my room, I had to scan my desk, I had to take everything off my desk. My computer has a camera in it, so then there was a point to where I had to scan my desktop, which I can't do that. So then I had to get an external camera, but then the external camera was not showing my, like, the whole process was ghetto. So I was supposed to take the test, scheduled for 1 o'clock. I was ready at 12 in my office, just, you know, trying to be calm. So, you know, I was ready. My mind was calm. I had been praying. I got in at 12:30. I started the whole process for the security checks, and I did not start testing until 2 o'clock. The devil tried it. He tried to get all in my head. I was anxious. It was ghetto. Anyways, we finally got in. Started testing at 2 o'clock. Took my test. I don't know how I felt about it, but I was like, thank God it's over. And then I took my test, and I pretty much had 2 hours to get ready for my trip that I was leaving the next morning. So all of that said, I am now back from my trip. I was waiting for my results to come in the mail. They never came in the mail, but I got an email yesterday that told me that my results were in. So I'm going to look at my results online and share my results with y'all, or my reaction, I guess. I don't know how I feel about it right now. Like, I'm not nervous or anxious. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just like, whatever happens, God has a plan. Maybe that's why I'm not overly nervous or anxious. I don't know. But, let's see. This has been a long journey. I think it's been 2.5 years since I first, well, actually, it's been 2.5 years since I started at Kent State. When I had my youngest daughter, who is now 6, I initially went back to school. So I had her in March. And I think I went back to school the next semester. At the time I was working, which I'm still working as a labor and delivery nurse, but at the time I was working on night shift with a newborn. She was maybe like 5 or 6 months old. And I tried to go back to school. I went to Georgetown, another online program. Great school. It's really expensive, but it was not working out. Newborn baby, working night shift, coming back home to take care of the baby and trying to do it was not working out. So then I took a couple of years off, and then I went back I think January of 2019. So I finally finished May of 2022. Thank God. The last thing was to take this test, which I will find out the results today. And then now I'm just praying to God for a great job. I have not, I've been working, but I've been working PRN, it's like once a week for like the past 1.5 years. So it's time for me to be able to contribute financially, help my husband in this house. Like, I need a good job. So praying to God that I get the job that He wants for me, a job where I will be able to succeed in, learn a lot, reap well, and serve Him. So now let me find this email. So as I'm looking for the email, my heart is like, after I just said I wasn't overly nervous, but it'll be okay. Let's see. This will be okay. Okay. An email from NCC. Exam results are now in your account. Let's see. Your online NCC account has been updated with your official pass or fail status and score results. Click here to see your results. Let's see. Am I going to smile or am I going to cry? And it did not pass. You need a 589 to pass, and I got a 587. Okay, so I just got my results, and I did not pass. It says you need a passing score of 589, and my score was 587. So what does that mean? Shake it off and get back up. Gotta test again. So yes, I am disappointed, but I am not, I'm not defeated, so test again. I think I have to wait, I don't know how long, but study and test again. Wow. Two points away from passing. I did not pass. That was a lot of money spent. Pay for the test, paid to go to Austin, was not able to take the test in Austin. So on another note, my husband is studying right now for a test. I pray that he passes. He goes take his test in about 2 weeks. And it is what it is. I'm gonna keep going. I pay for the review course. It's a lot of money and time. It's okay. It is okay. I don't don't think I've ever failed a big test. I don't know. I don't know if I'm numb. I thought I would have been a lot worse than this if I failed. I don't know. Anyways, did not pass, so I will be retaking the test. Today is Father's Day, so I will go back downstairs with a smile on my face and celebrate my husband and enjoy the rest of the day with my family. Until next time. Alright, so now you have seen that I did end up taking my test. I went on my trip, had a great time, came back home, and found out my results. So, I did not pass the test, but it is okay. I mean, I would have loved to have passed the test on my first time, but God has a plan. I do know now the things that I need to focus on in my studying. Really, I need to give myself some grace. I did try and cram all that information in 2 weeks. I was not focused. I honestly, I feel like I was ready, like mentally prepared in Austin, but it didn't work out. When I took the test at home, after going through that extensive, horrible check-in process, I was annoyed, but that's not really an excuse. After taking the test, I realized there was just some information that I did not know, like at all. When I hit submit, I was like, what was that? But yeah. So now I know the things I need to focus on. I do have to wait 3 months before I can test again. When I initially found out it was 3 months, I was like, that is a long time. But 3 months goes by fast. So I now know what I need to do. So subscribe to my channel so you can get alerts of when the next video comes out. In this next video, you will see how test number 2 results turned out.